Howdy, 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 everybody. Welcome to another Saturday
Happy
edition
Saturday.
of Culture Vulture Radio. I, of course, am Connor, and with me always is.
Shawnee Cashman, DJ Shawnee, Cash Rock, aka Up in Your A-Hole. Very happy Saturday. Glad to be here. It's always a fucking pleasure. The energy's always great. It's nice. Late Saturday, get very tired, but when I get this podcast, I get fucking pumped up.
Dude, man. It's
What's up?
it's pre-Mother's Day, by the way, so
Oh, yeah.
if you have a mom, go say Happy Mother's Day. I drove a total of 8 hours there and back to bring my mom to lunch. So,
My man.
my man. Also,
If you don't have a mom, though, still send him some love. Give him some prayers or whatever it is. Or, whatever you got to do. If you got a dad that wasn't there, send the dad the same love, man. But the love's
we're
there.
in here.
That's all that matters.
Also, I'd like to give
I heard you cracking something open. What are you cracking open over there, motherfucker? I hear you cracking.
Oh, that was a bang.
Some shit open. Oh, shit.
Although I would like to give a very happy 40th birthday to the one and only Mersh, one half of ROTC,
Ooh.
the
Mr.
host
Mersh,
of
Mr. Sheely.
Nightwave Radio. You grew up with him. I know him from when I was little. His cousin or his nephew Kyle is one of my oldest, goodest friends. So happy 40th,
Yeah,
Mersh.
cheers. Happy
Cheers to
40th,
him. As he would
Mike
say,
Sheely. I know him
salute.
as Mike Sheely. Great fucking dude, man. Cheers, brother. Oh, man, great memories. Let me see if I can pull one up. Oh, man, smoking many bowls in the backyard of his house and my house, too. One time, ditching garbage cans. He was in the car after I lost my virginity.
I think Mom's watching.
Yeah. Damn, wow. Sorry, Mom.
He was
I was
joking.
of age.
Either way, happy 40th birthday, Mersh. Fucking, you run a great show, so enjoy your day and enjoy your 40s and stuff like that. Can't wait till your
It's
40th
not
birthday
just
bash.
Nightwave Radio, right? It's Nightwave Radio and what's the other one?
Revenge of the Sis,
And
ROTC,
then what's the other one?
Bad Luck Boys.
There you go.
Do not
He's
forget
got
to check out
three,
Bad Luck
yeah.
Boys, who
If you
was
love
just
cats, come on.
who
Bad
was
Luck
just
Boys.
as of yesterday
If you like
monetized.
pussy, check it out.
They were monetized yesterday.
All over the place.
All over the place. They hit their threshold on YouTube, so congratulations to Mersh on that. Doing good things for the cats,
My
especially setting up like doing streams and stuff, showing cats that are able to adopt, going out and feeding stray cats and stuff like that, and pretty cool stuff. But yeah, man, happy birthday. Can't wait for your birthday fucking live stream, because your birthday live stream is always a blast to watch. It's a 4-hour shebang, so
Ooh,
I
4
can't-
hours. How do you
4
fill it
hours.
in?
He can fill it
Damn.
in. That dude, you
No,
could just
I'm not even questioning him. I know he can do it. He's a boss. He's a boss.
he's a boss like you harassing Cardi B.
Let's not even get into that, dude. You really want to see? I
It-
didn't think
you
I
know,
really
it's funny,
harassed her
it-
that. I didn't think I harassed her that bad, though. Did I? Was it really that bad?
The videos from a couple of years ago, I laughed when you had it up.
So I didn't think it was going to be that much of a harassment scene. I thought like, oh, just me looking at a fucking random
Dumb bitch.
celebrity, and then it turns into
I'm done. Sorry about that. I'm done. Sorry about that.
So,
I'm done. Sorry about that.
Dude, she's not. Yeah,
look at that.
look at that
I
disgusting.
am not proud of that face. She looks great. She looks fine. Also, she's trying to look super, discreet, trying to, not be noticed, but she's wearing this giant fucking Cardi B necklace with this giant cleavage hanging out and all that. But then you got Creeper Sean. So, yeah, I think we got.
Creeper Sean sounds
There
like
you go. Creeper Sean.
Creeper Sean sounds like a fucking Red Dead character. You Creeper
Sounds
Sean.
like.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Creeper Sean, man.
Don't do that.
Oh,
He can't do it because YouTube gets point two.
Oh, I know. But just they got to outline Creeper Sean. So anyway, also, just to let everybody know, I went through a lovely experience today. I
Yeah,
guess that's
dude.
what you call it. So I had I think I got to change to what we're doing anyway. So I had a endoscopy slash colonoscopy today, and was it lovely? It was amazing. They had an amazing A1 for my sound, an amazing videographer for the video and stuff. He actually took a really, really good video, and I just think that everybody should see what they saw. I think it looked pretty good. We'll skim through it, but here's the results of my colonoscopy if everybody wants to see. Let's just bring it back to the beginning, and he just sent me this like a couple minutes ago, so it's fresh footage. Here we go.
Oh yeah, they did it in the backyard. I forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have insurance. So
God, it really does.
they send it down fast, it hurts. And honestly, I have a very deep colon. They told me that too. Like, your colon's very deep, and it just spirals right down there, It hurt. I'm still feeling it, gut's still fucked up, but yeah, we got some blockage. I got some barnacles, all that nasty shit. Yeah, some muscles growing on my asshole, but everybody's got muscles in their ass, so it's not a big deal. But they had to back it up a couple times.
Yeah, I heard
when
when he.
go through. Yeah,
I heard when he pulled it out.
yeah,
what you heard.
yeah. So we'll skim through and we can see what we went through, and yeah, eventually, we got to the gray era, the prehistoric era in my asshole. It's going back to the early '90s. It's old, dings a lot. It's very
Pablo, we're looking at his colonoscopy.
Yeah. It's not a nice scene. Sorry, Pablo, but we can skip ahead. It's dry, so it looks good. It looks like an old dryer vent, and yeah, eventually it gets down to the watery area. It gets pretty nasty, yeah. And skip ahead, and we're still underwater, but at least you could see what's going on. You could see my colon, my intestine, and yeah, a lot of rocks and barnacles. I think there was a couple of hermit crabs and gnarly shit, and then let's skip ahead. Not too proud of this footage, really. I'm really not too proud of it. Yeah. Well, it gets a little brown towards the end, Everybody gets a little brown towards the end. Here we go. Yeah. That's pretty much it. We're clear, we're clean, but, it gets really chocolatey. So we're going to stop here because, the amount of chocolate, it's just, I think Hershey's is going to sue us. They might even throw a restriction on the amount of chocolate we're showing. So you get the point, Colonoscopy. The endoscopy, I don't have footage of that yet if you want to see my stomach, but I think the anus is pretty good. If you want to see my anus, there you go. And back to Connie Doodles.
That was so fucked up, bro.
Well, it was good. It's
dude. Did you? You need to see this shit.
What do you got from me?
Just
Everything
keep watching.
We do is always a surprise. So everybody, just so who's watching, we don't like.
Oh yeah, we don't show each other the other videos.
We'll
just
build a run of show, but we won't actually show the video. So anyway, show.
It's live. It's going. Just keep watching, man.
What am I looking for?
Just look in the top left corner.
Full screen it.
It is.
Oh, what is going on in the top left corner?
That's a fucking boulder, dude. That just came down the mountain randomly. That car almost hit it right before that. Look at that guy.
So that's actually not even that bad. I've seen some ones that are way worse than that. I wish I had them pulled up. I wish actually. So that's the whole thing. We have a surprise show that Connor shows me footage. I don't have anything to show, but there's some crazy shit out there. If you YouTube it, of boulders crashing right down in traffic, even crazier, dropping cars off cliffs. It's fucked up, but it's like a huge risk when you're going on these roads, and they build these giant steel net systems, and it's supposed to be helpful, I guess, but that shit don't help.
Dude, they have it near me where it says Falling Rock Zone, which I always think is the funniest fucking name for it because it sounds like something like a crackhead would dream of.
Well, first off, crackheads don't fall. Crackheads just run. They just stay running.
But yeah, they had that shit out here all the time in PA. Constantly fucking boulders falling off of places. I also had this too, which was again another one of those things. And I'll tell you what I don't get about this video.
你下来，下来，快快快快，快过来！
Whoops. Here's what I don't get about this video.
I don't know what I was looking for.
Why?
Kind of lost.
This is a huge avalanche that they're all fleeing from on a highway.
But why are they there?
Because I think it's in Japan or China or something like that. Or oh, look at it.
快过来！
But why wouldn't you just get in your fucking car and leave?
Well, they bought their cameras, you know. When you bring your camera, you know, you got to take pictures. So
All
you can't
reasoning
just
goes out the
run.
roof.
Yeah, you're just a pussy if you run. You got to take fucking pictures, dude.
Dude, it just doesn't make sense because, like, I don't know, man. I'd be like, I'm fucking out. Like, I'm not sitting around for this avalanche. And they'd be like, no, you will run. We're going to leave our cars here to be buried.
Well,
No, get in
you
your fucking
obviously
car and leave.
Didn't take your fucking camera.
No,
If you took
I
your
won't.
camera, if you took your camera, you would obviously have had a chance to take a photo shoot of Mr. Bobby,
Oh, look who's
the
in the
world's oldest
chat.
dog.
It's a Jewess. It's Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. How are you?
Hello.
I hope all is well. I hope everything is going great.
But like I said, if you had your photo, your camera, you'd be able to take a photo shoot of Mr. Bobby, the world's oldest dog. He turned 31 and celebrated with a 100-person birthday bash. So Bobby's been around for a little bit. He was a dog that they found, let's see, Portugal. He was alive for the first Air Bud movie, came along with the Courage Cowardly Dog, and aired and even Predates. I can't. Bobby, who is the world's oldest dog, and let's go a little further. They got no information. Born in his family's farm in May 11, 1992, Bobby earned his coveted titles in February days after Spike, and then received, then 23. I can't even fucking talk. Born on his family farm in May 11, 1992, Bobby earned his coveted titles in February days after Spike, then 23, received the Guinness World Record for the world's oldest living dog. And before Guinness found out about the even older pup, on Thursday, his legal owner, Lionel Castol, told Guinness that Bobby would have had a very traditional Portuguese birth party with 100... Yeah.
You know, this is a follow-up story that we did.
Yeah, a follow-up story where Sean just can't even read. He just has a problem reading.
Dude, you did have like a procedure today.
So, yeah, I did go under, and it's not even that bad. So, more than 100 people in attendance to celebrate his 31st birthday. Anyway, Bobby, who only eats human foods, ordered local meats and fish to share with guests, some of whom will fly internationally to enjoy festivities. We've had a lot of journalists and have come a long way with the world to take a picture with Bobby. Costa, 38, said if Bobby's life has changed since his earnings in Japan, they've come a long way all over Europe. I'm adding words because I'm just, you know. But anyway, 31, a dog, amazing. Look how beautiful he looks, too, for being 31.
Let me see if I can pull that old video up of him.
Look at that. That is not a 31-year-old dog. That is a dog that looks like he's like 5, 6. Look at that sweet face. That demeanor is just so beautiful. Sweet man. Sweet man.
There we go. I got it.
At this point, Bobby has become a star. His purebred Rafaela do Alentejo, a breed with expectancy of 12 to 14 years, has managed to keep sniffling around ever since Costa was 8 years old. Bobby has been a warrior all these years. Only he knows how he's been holding on. It's must not be easy because the average dog lifespan is not that high, and if he spoke, he could only explain the success. Costa told Guinness months back, "We are very happy and grateful to life." So I feel like I'm just not reading it right, but it's just what he's saying. We are happy and grateful to life.
Oh, because they
allowing
translated
us
from
and-
Portuguese
so
into
this
English.
whole time I feel like, no, well, it's definitely me too. It's not just them. It's me. I'm just an idiot. And these guys probably speak like 10,
Again,
15
you were-
languages, so yeah.
Again, you
Yeah,
were
but
put
also-
out.
I'm
today.
giving credit to this guy. This guy's the man for having a dog that long. You're the fucking man for feeding your dog human food and not even just garbage like, kibbles and bits, and your dog's fucking celebrating a 31st birthday. Your dog's, look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. This whole episode should have been called Bobby because of him. Once you get into it, just dogs and cats, they're the best. They're the absolute best.
Well,
But, I digress.
this is we followed up on that story, and then this is what you have. This is
A
also
Guinness
the
World Record holder celebrates another milestone. Meet Bobby. He is the world's oldest dog and celebrated his 31st birthday in Portugal yesterday with more than 100
because we did this story
family,
before.
fans and friends by his side. Bobby earned the title of world's
That dog is
oldest
fucking
dog
awesome.
in February after his birth date of May
Oh, I
11th,
didn't realize that.
1992 was confirmed by the Veterinary Medical Service and a government-run
So these
pet
pictures that we're looking
database.
at older.
No, that's him now.
I
Permanent
think we're
thanks
being
to all.
cheated out. Maybe we're being cheated.
A Guinness World
No, because we did the story we did originally was this one.
You are looking at the sweetest and oldest
Wow,
doggy
I
face on
remember,
earth right
yeah.
now. Bobby, the Portuguese
Yeah, this was
guard
him.
dog, can legally rent a car in the U.S. He's 30.
But this was
When
last
his
year.
dog was
Viewers,
born in
we're
a tiny
fucking
village in
right
central
we're giving you guys
Portugal,
old footage.
Lionel Costa
Sorry,
was
man,
only
we're on
8.
original.
Little
You know
did
how
he
we
know
are.
the beloved pup would literally grow up
Yeah,
to
like I said, we did this story before. Yeah, Bobby fucking rules. We talked about that the last time. We went on, I think, the last time for like 40 minutes about how cool this dog was, and then we found that other dog.
That's any dog is cool, and then any extra thing is even cooler. Like, oh, this dog, is 10 years old. Oh, great, he's 15 years old. Oh, even excellent, 20 years old. Oh my god, blowing my mind. 30, I'm losing my mind now. 31.
31, yeah,
What do you
31's
want? What do you
awesome.
want, dog? I'll give you everything. What do you want?
I'm
give
pretty
you
sure
anything
he
you want.
fucking
I'll
has everything.
Massage and yeah, that's an amazing puppers right there.
Dude, that dog kicks
So-
ass.
Let's do a huzzah to Mr. Puppers. What'd you got?
Never heard of a dog living that long. So it's funny. My mom used to tell me that when they were back in the 70s, they said like I think the average golden retriever
you're
lifespan
wrong.
was
No,
like
that's
17 or
wrong.
something.
Yeah, so yeah. Oh, so 17.
17, yeah,
17's right.
17, not
Yeah.
20, but it was just 17. But
20
yeah,
is like one of the. So also, do you know about the oldest cats?
yeah, Cream Puff, and then the other one. It was owned by the same guy.
36 and
1960.
like 32.
Yeah,
69
60,
to 2000 something.
64.
So
some weird
69
shit.
to 2003, I guess. Yeah, so it was the same person. So he had these cats on a farm, and he would just feed them human food or whatever was on the farm. But they lived for was it like 31 or no, 36 and 34, or 36 and 32?
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
so
sure.
I know the first one was 36 though, but like imagine having a cat for 36 years. Like everybody dreams of that. My cats are getting up there, but 36, like you're always expecting them. Like you hit 20, like all right, it's coming.
She was
Then hit.
she was born 1967. She died 2005 at 38.
38. That's just imagine that you're just 20 years. All right, now you're 25, 30 years. Like and it just keeps going. And it's just that's the most. You can't ask for anything better than that because they're the. It's like the child that you never actually had, but everybody knows that. Those fucking cats and dogs are sweetest things we can ever be given. I'm digressing. I am emotionally digressing. What you got?
Bro, did you see what happened? You and I, we've talked about before how kids are just progressively getting worse. Like there's no denying it. But did you see this shit in Tennessee? Holy fuck. So this teacher in Tennessee took this fucking student's phone away.
No. She just kept me.
Give me my phone. Give me my phone.
God, wait.
Can I get my phone?
Thank you, Liz.
I need my phone.
Over the phone is crazy.
Bro, she pepper sprayed him over a fucking phone. I wouldn't, like, in school, like, there was, like, a kind of a, not like a fear, but it was just almost like, I don't want to get in trouble because I'm gonna get my fucking ass kicked the second I get home.
School, so it's weird. School's a completely different animal these days. So we were violent like younger. There was crazy violent fights. I remember some crazy shit. I remember a fight with a kid putting a lock over his knuckles and fucking another kid. But anyway, kids these days are also on the opposite end where they're extremely gifted. I remember I did so I do sound and I did audio for it was a graduation, and one of the kids was the head pitcher, the head quarterback. Head. That's the term they use because I'm super into sports. But anyway, all those things, and he was also the valedictorian, and had a ton of AP credits for college courses and stuff like that. And it was nuts because when I went to school, kids were hateful. Kids hated on gay kids and stuff like that. And if you were a jock, you were a jock, and if you were a valedictorian, you were a nerd and stuff like that. But these kids, like, no, they just. It's almost like what's that movie? 21 Jump Street with fucking Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
And it's like you wear your backpack. Like, no, it's completely different. But these kids are super smart. They're super loving. Also, it wasn't like the kid stopped there. He also had a bunch of credits for like helping at soup kitchens and stuff like that. These kids are super loving, super smart. But you still have these bottom of the barrel shit fucking head pieces of shit. So it's like I feel like the gap has just gotten even wider. And it's like you have these really sweet, nice kids that are super achievers and they're smart and they're the ones that are starting companies and, doing all this crazy shit. And then you have these dirtbag kids that are fucking pepper spraying kids and they're pepper spraying teachers and they're starting giant fights and stuff like that. It's like, it's like as much as things are getting better, they're getting that much worse.
Yeah, because it's a shitty generation of kids. Like, there's no better way to put it.
Worse, man. They're much worse.
Yeah, I think when I was in high school, two kids got into a fight. And one kid took, how old were we? 14. And the kid took a box cutter out and he like completely slashed the kid's forearm.
Exactly my point. Kids suck, but this is different though.
Put your turn your volume up just a tad on your mic.
Yeah, my name's Tad Winslow.
Tad Williams. All right, let's finish this.
Oh, sorry. I saw you hit me up in a pee-pee chat.
I need my phone. Okay, give me my phone.
And that teacher is soft as shit. Listen to that voice.
Give me my phone.
I definitely would have walked away. Just walk away. There's no solving the situation. Why don't you sit there and say the same thing over and over again? Just walk away from the situation. Fuck
There you go.
Girl.
There you go. Fucking Sambo has it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's there's not there's fucking.
Oh man, people were so much tougher back in the day, man. I say that our grandparents are so much tougher. Now kids are growing up with grandparents that are just like,
Weak as shit.
mealworms.
Shit's weak, son.
Let's call them mealworms.
Mealworm grandparents. Dude, that fucking chick sucks. There you
I
go.
fully agree.
Liz coming in with the fucking, again, another voice of reason. And the permissive single mothers who always felt guilty for not being home are more allowed with kids to do whatever they want. It's fucking exactly right. Dude, I grew up with I won't say his name, but his mom was such a piece of shit. This kid's mom used to send the little ones down to the house and ask for money. And she was getting foods. Yeah, you know exactly what she was getting food stamps and shit. But she would take her food stamps and sell them at the deli because that was a huge scam back then. So you ring up let's say they get $200. She rings up $200 worth of groceries, and then they give her $150 in cash, and she would spend $130 of it on a carton of cigarettes, soda for herself, and pills. And then the rest of it was on dollar. The rest of it was on dollar store macaroni and cheese, ramen noodles, and all this shit. I remember halfway through the month the food would run out, and the kids would be just I remember the kids would just be hungry, and I used to invite that kid over to eat all the time because we were good friends, and I felt bad. And then years later, his mom was walking to the store to do the same thing, and she ended up dropping dead on 112 of a fucking heart attack. And it split the family up, and I felt really bad.
I thought I knew who you were talking about, but now I definitely don't. So it's kind of lost.
You know who I am.
Let's not digress. Anyway, I think you got somebody else that Who's a little creepy? Yeah,
Oh,
he's,
fucking Astro Creep 3000, dude. The fucking you're gonna get us pops. You're gonna get us popped. And
They're
I'm gonna
never gonna know. They're gonna hear it and they're like, "What is that? The algorithm? Do I hear that? What is that?"
There you go.
It might
People
be
sell this.
something.
I would give 50 to a dollar when I sold drugs. Exactly.
There you go. There you go.
Did you do the cash scam where you had them go up to the store and fucking buy shit, or did you just have them give you the card and shit? Because the mom used to also give the card out too. A really fucking dysfunctional family, and I still feel bad to this day. None of the kids are right. I mean, the dad died of fucking HIV because he was doing intravenous drugs and shit like that. And I always felt terrible. And then, like I said, the whole family split up. So the family
but
never.
You like Freddie Mercury, but he died of intravenous drugs. So
Yeah, why do you think I got the
fucking
mustache
weird
going
to
right now?
say that. Hold on, I'm gonna change some camera settings. I just realized that I wasn't on the proper camera, so I'm gonna change it.
I will always be grateful for
we can
having a
see
mother
me
that
proper.
stayed at home and the father that was
fucking
incredibly
people
involved.
sitting up.
My dad wasn't involved, but my mom was awesome. Seriously awesome. My mom worked day and night to support us, and I will forever be grateful for that. My mom was like the best mom you could have asked for, and she did the best with what she could
always
have.
is.
And then again, like I said, I drove from PA to New York just to take her to. Oh, here you go, Joey.
Much better. Much better.
There you go. There's the '86 Freddie Mercury. But yeah, I drove from PA to New York just to take her to lunch, like I said before. So my mom, I will forever be grateful, do everything for her.
Fully
Yosemite
agree with
Samo says, "Give me that card. They could come if they wanted. If it went over, I would throw them some dope." Damn, that is
that.
fucking
There you go.
wicked. Holy shit! But yeah, dude, that fucking cash or that fucking food stamp scam, that shit was real. That shit sucked. Like I said, I felt bad because the kids in that family really suffered, and like I said, it sucks that both parents were dead. But when the mom finally died, I remember being like, well, kids are going to get put into
An orphanage. And that's not
orphanage,
good.
or they were fostered out, and I kept in
Yeah, but
contact with a
fosters-
couple of them.
That's never good. That's probably
It's never good, but
5% chance, maybe at best. Yeah,
well,
that
the
sucks.
the youngest sister was adopted by a family in, I want to say, Orlando, and she ended up turning out all right. Like, she remembered what her mom did, and she stayed away from it. But it just, like, at the same time of the mom dying, and I felt bad. I always remembered being like, this is probably the best thing for them. Like, they didn't have to see it. Like, Elizabeth says, my dad was my hero. He never met a man that have never met a man that measured up. My dad's cool. Keep in contact with him, but he just wasn't there. Speaking of dads,
That's awesome. She has a good hero in her dad too. That's great to have.
Oh, yeah.
shit like that and appreciate what he did and stuff.
I remember when I could buy shit from the ice cream man with paper food stamps, get 100 sticks of penny bubble gum, Chinese ginger gum with
Amen to
fortunes in
that,
them.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Damn, this is becoming a drug chat pretty quickly. No,
She used to
but
be really cheap, man. Everything's terrible. I heard somebody recently was like, I got like 2 little pieces of candy and like
Cheers.
fucking a stupid cone thing or whatever. It was like $8. Like back then, it would be like $2. $4 is that's fun, but $8 that just. It's not even worth it. It's like just go buy it from home, and when the ice cream man comes around, act like you're gonna buy it, and then just give him what you got, and just walk away and just go enjoy it. Like, don't buy it from the ice cream man. He's just gonna charge you like fucking $20 for, especially those bone cigarettes. The candy bones. Those are fire, bro. He's gonna charge you $20 a pack. You get them from the Res candy cigarettes. You get those from the Res for like $3. Those are fire, bro. Let me tell you about those candy cigarettes from the Res are fucking fire. Just smoke them. Smoke 4 at a time.
bro, before we move on to this next video,
No, I'm just fucking with you.
no. But it is funny that they marketed candy cigarettes to kids.
Yeah.
Good
They've
times.
been doing it since 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
Those I think they call them those bones. There is a
Kings.
candy bones. Yeah. Well, those
Called
kings, but there was
Kings.
also bones too. There was one called Bones, and it was looks like a pack of Marlboro Reds or some shit. But they were sugar sticks. They were great when you were a kid. You know?
I used to work with
Hyped
this. I used to work with this dude who thought he was cool, and he used to tell me when he would go out, like, and smoke a cigarette. He's like, "I'm gonna go out and go smoke a bone," and I'd be like, "You're gonna go suck a dick in the fucking parking lot?" And he's like, "Dude, go fuck yourself." And I was like, "Oh, fuck you, man." But yeah, speaking of fucking dads and speaking of fucking weirdos, dude, this is fucking weird. I don't like this one at all.
Robert De Niro is once again a proud papa.
He turns 80 this summer, and he's just welcomed his 70th. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I just want to say that, for the record, 79, you just had your fucking 7th kid is the most selfish shit I have ever heard in my entire life. Having a kid at 79 years old is the most selfish thing you could do. First off,
I can't
you are not
agree with you more than that.
you
That
are
is
not
awful.
going to be around. Well, who's the other guy who did that? The guy who played Scotty from Star Trek, the original one. He had one at 80 or 82 or something like
Oh
that.
no, not Scott.
James Dooland.
Really?
Yeah. So he had one
I
too.
didn't
But
realize that. I always loved him. I kind of like him a little less because of that. It's awful. That sucks, you know. Like
never like
you
your
really-
heroes.
No, that's a. Why would you do? I can't believe your sperm even like. Is that his sperm? Is that really Robert De Niro's sperm?
No, they actually had to
Does
add a
it-
little bit of water to it and reconstitute it.
They flicked it a couple times. Woke it up. Yeah. Okay, I see what's going on. But still, that's awful. That's awful. Like you're 70. Was it 79? If you make it to 89, your kid's 10. He never knows who his dad. Oh, it's gonna be well taken care of. You know. We got the casino. We got the fucking Goodfellas. We got the fucking Razor Blades. Fucking goddamn. It's a come on, bro. Real life. Stop having fucking kids. You're 79.
Dude,
Stop.
you know what the best part is? He's gonna save so much money in nanny care because she's gonna push both of them around. Look at
That
us,
is-
two
Double
fucking
stroller.
babies.
Double
Two-
stroller.
Hey,
Robert De Niro and the baby in a double stroller walking down fucking Central Park.
two fucking babies. I'll tell you a really funny story about Robert De Niro. Yeah. So my sister worked at a job in New York. She doesn't work there anymore, so I could say this. And Robert De Niro came in. This is about 6 months ago, and she said he walked into the perfume aisle and he stood there in front of everybody, and he shit his purposely farted till he shit his pants. It was like, what are you gonna do? And then he just walked away. Dude,
Wait, he shit his pants?
he shit his pants. He farted so bad he shit his pants, but he was just like, I'm gonna keep shopping.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna go home, fuck my wife, and have a fucking kid because I just shit my pants. I'm 79.
Look at me,
man.
shit in my pants, just like
What a
my kid. I gotta
loser.
prepare.
What a really rich loser.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, man.
It's like if loser could have consistency, it would be richer, thicker, more loserish. Let me walk away for 20 seconds and go take a tinkle. If you could entertain this crew with some rich loser like material.
Yeah. I got you, dude.
His 70th. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was like, whoa. Good Lord.
He just welcomed his 7th child. This is what the actor tells ET Canada. De Niro already.
This is ridiculous. I was exhausted at age 29 when I had my 3rd child. How is he going to do any? He's not going to do anything, Liz. That's the problem. Like, he'll never, ever do anything. I think he he was married to that woman Hightower. That's the woman in the picture. They just divorced, too, and they'd been together for like 25, 30 years. Just having them so late in my life, I'm getting to their grandparents. I think that if I die early or one of their moms, shit happens in your voice, dude. Shit does happen. Like, life is short and sweet, and it's unpredictable. So, I mean, I'm 31, I think, or 32. I don't remember, but I don't even have kids yet, and I think about that shit all the time. I think about that thing like, 32, they're 20, and I'll be 52, and like all that shit, but.
has children ranging from 51 years old to 11 years old by 3 different
What a
women.
dirtbag.
The actor,
What a
51 years old to
Hold on.
The actor tells
Dirtbag.
ET Canada.
Did you hear that?
This is what the actor tells ET Canada. De Niro already has children ranging from 51 years old to 11 years old by 3 different women. The actor says he's a loving dad, even
My
though he has
man.
to be stern about stuff.
So I did personally.
He has to be stern about what? That they don't
Yeah.
eat his fucking farina?
I think being stern would be not having kids from 51 to now, I guess. You know, that would be more stern. Continue.
I did question recently how old is too old. Like
You
how
got your
old are just
answer, didn't
things.
you?
Apparently, things still work at 80 years old, so I got nothing to worry about.
Not
from
for
it.
us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Things
You,
still
the
work at
man
80
is not
years
the
old.
problem. Yeah.
Right,
Guys,
right.
yeah, your
Yeah.
parts work a long time. Yeah.
Women's
Yeah.
parts,
Which, I mean,
unfortunately,
I
don't
don't
work that
recommend
long. It's
that.
kind of sad,
A
though.
baby it ain't.
Years old, but
Like,
But
if there's any species,
if you wanted
species that
to,
should have
No, that's
the
a fucking.
advan-
That's a lie. I thought it was too, and then
no,
I
no,
looked,
women's
dude,
parts work,
I
but
looked.
they're not as strong to hold things, though.
Sure,
Holding-
but you know what the
no,
record
no,
of
no,
birth
no,
is?
no.
74 years old in India last year.
Yeah, but 79 for
twins.
Robert De Niro, dirtbag.
True.
It's just that, the womb doesn't hold it, but also, like, that's just fucked up, A guy shouldn't make that decision. That's dirtbag fucking... I'm not saying Robert De Niro's an asshole. I'm just saying Robert De Niro's an asshole,
I'm trying to see how old.
That's terrible.
I want to see how old his new baby mama is.
Him and Nick Cannon, man, probably that's what it is. He got jealous. He's like, Nick Cannon's fucking slaying it. I want to fucking have a bunch of kids, too.
I fuck Nick Cannon. I think about Chappelle that all the time. Fuck Nick Cannon. I'm trying to find how old she is. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Tiffany Chen. Hold on. Sorry. I'm Robert De
no
Niro age.
worries.
Now people are trying to figure out her. 45 years old.
Move on.
45 years old.
Really?
That's how old she is. That is
Damn.
34 years, her fucking senior, which is whatever, but like, goddamn, 79, you have a kid, you're a fucking dirtbag.
Oh, fully agree. Definitely dirtbag. Yeah, true.
He got that old man dick. He got that grandpa dick. Oh man, yeah, dude.
G-Pod dicks.
He's got the G-Pod dick.
The name is G-Pod Dicks. Anybody around for some good fucking?
All right,
Anybody
so
around for some good MSG sphere? Anybody know about this giant fucking disaster? But it's not gonna be a disaster. It's gonna be amazing, but just going way over budget. We're gonna switch.
no, what are you talking about?
Why, you got something? I got
No,
something.
no,
to talk
no,
about.
no. Yeah, tell me.
Let's give him something to talk about.
Rod in the Red can get it. You talk. Wait, hold on.
What you got?
You talking about? Oh, okay. The mixed chick.
Ooh, hold on. What's he got? He's talking about the big chick. What's he got?
He's got the girl in the red right there. He said she can get it. Sambo said she can get it.
Not the one in the far right, like the old lady.
No. The one to the
Old
the
lady
middle right.
with the arms though. If you like zone in if on a white, she looks like she has like crazy shoulders.
There you
like,
go.
Right?
Here's your answer.
Darky. Oh, I got you, dude. I feel it. I know what you're saying, dude. Sorry. Anyway, Sphere, MSG, sick fucking venue. All venues that they have now are built for soccer, basketball, hockey, anything but a music venue. So like you go to MSG, which is a great venue, but it's not built for music. It's built for basketball. It's built for, whatever else. But MSG is going to be the first. MSG Sphere in Vegas is going to be the first venue that's actually built towards and tailored towards music scenes, music events, and 3D mapping for this whole thing. So we'll give a quick view of what's going on. This is what it looks
What
like
the
from the
fuck?
outside. And it's giant. Like, if you see that little building in the background, which is probably like a...
Is that the fucking board?
Well, it's like a 15-story hotel in the back. But this is a giant sphere they're building. And U2 is kicking off the inaugural event, which, no big surprise, fucking Bono sucking up all the money, but it's gone way over budget. I think it was originally 1.3 billion, and then they
2.8 now.
of course ads are gonna jump in. 1.3 billion, and then the MSG Sphere was already slated to be the most expensive entertainment venue constructed in Las Vegas. Price tags only going up. According to Billboard, the concert venue is now estimated to be 2.3 billion.
I was close with the guest.
Yeah, more than $1 billion over the original budget. Crazy. 2.3 billion. What the fuck? With the Sphere, a 20,000 seat performance venue. Also, 20,000 seats.
That's not that big. That's Madison Square Garden's bigger.
That's my point. That's crazy. You got 20,000 seats. How long is it going to take you to make that money up? I feel like every
Simmons
seat
First
that place-
Arena in Little Rock is a great music venue. Surprisingly, I've never heard of that. I'm also not from Arkansas, but I have to look that up.
It's Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
By the way.
MetLife is a great fucking stadium.
How many shows are it going to take to fucking
Pay that money back?
But also, yeah, so 2.3 billion, but also 2,000 seat performance venue near the Venetian on the Vegas Strip was announced in 2018. Embassy and the Las Vegas Sands Corporation projected the building cost to be 1.2 billion before adjusting their estimates to 1.7 billion. Recent documents filed with SEC, whatever that means, sucks equal Cox.
What'd you say it was?
SEC, sucks equal Cox. However, revealed the budget to be 2.3 billion. Fucking nuts. But anyway, there's a big sadly it's a YouTube video because YouTube's playing there. They're kicking it off, but it shows the inside of it, and it's got this giant dome shaped. We'll bring it back. Giant dome shaped. The inside is it's 180,000
tour.
What?
Are they going to recreate the 360-degree tour in it?
No. It's gonna be Octung, which is something I would love to see. It's 91, 92 tour, but it's gonna be full 360 mapping, 500 and something panels of LEDs, and completely immersive. Like, you think you're in a building, but they can also project nature where you feel like you're outside. But also, sound is 360. So there's speakers everywhere. It doesn't just come from one source in front of you. It comes behind and left and right and everything. It's like everything you interact with is a panel. It's not like you're just touching stuff. You're sitting in a seat, but there's panels behind you, and you're just fully immersed. So it takes a big smart brain to really program what's going on in there. You're going to see some crazy shit, but also that sound, a 360 immersive thing. It's the first venue ever built for sound in mind. Like
where is this?
An event, MSG Las Vegas. So it's also
this is
Square Garden.
This is why when people are like, "Oh man, they're gonna fucking," don't get me wrong. There is such thing called the Great Reset. I believe that wholly, but they call it Plan 2030. I just don't think they're gonna wipe us out by 2030 because they are building shit like this, unless they're trying to spend money. But I mean, they're gonna dystopian us all the way to fucking Cyberpunk or Blade Runner before they do that and give us whatever. Never been further west than Texas. I have never been further west than where I am now, and I've never been. I've been to Puerto Rico, but in America, Florida. I'd love to go to fucking Texas. Bridgestone Arena in Nashville is pretty cool. Too many bums, though. Well, then you would love Madison Square Garden, Seth, because they love to jack off outside of Madison Square Garden. As if they are throwing a personal concert. I've seen it way too many. Dude, I walked out when I was on the stupid COVID response mission for the National Guard. I remember, I'll never forget, like, the weather was getting warm, and I walked out of the hotel to go to the site at 4:30 in the morning. I walk out, and there's just this dude, just long, deep, slow strokes, and he stared at me, and I just looked at him, and I was like, fucking good morning. Like, I guess. Like, I don't know what to say, man.
That happens everywhere. So I went to Patchogue train station for a while to go to work, and there was one time when there was a guy just pissing just like wide open on the lawn of the train station. Not a big deal, but there was another time where there's a giant, it's like a 10-story building, apartment building on like kind of off Main Street where they like ignore, because the town could easily ignore like the off areas and just get away with it. But anyway, this guy was homeless and just holding the door open, completely homeless. You can see he's wearing a ton of layers of shit that are dirty, and just flapping his dick around and slapping his belly, literally slapping his belly and flapping and just pissing. And there was another guy walking into the building with his fucking son.
You know who that guy was? That
Ignoring
homeless
him.
guy? Tracy Morgan.
But just imagine walking in with your son and just telling your son, like, ignore that. I would have slammed this guy with more fists than I even have. He would have been like, why did you come out with me 20 fists? Because, like, dude, how fucked up is that? You have your son and you're walking up, you have to explain to him why there's a guy flapping his belly and slapping his dick around, spraying pee everywhere, holding the door open to the apartment that you live in. Come on, that's awful.
Hold on. Yosemite Sample says the Great Reset is real for for sure real. Sorry, Klaus Schwab wrote a book about it called The Great Reset. They even have a podcast, and he also mentioned it at every World Economic Forum.
There you go.
Klaus Schwab should be put in front of a fucking firing squad. That guy sucks. Klaus, yeah, he's German.
Schwab.
Of course
I would love him to Schwab my asshole.
Of course, the fucking the German guy is the head of like fucking the World Economic Forum. Yeah, they always talk about that shit. They have what's the other one? They have Davos every year. They have all that shit, dude. The Bilderberg Group, like, and it sucks too because it's
Build-A-Bear.
It's the Build-A-Bear Group. They're like, you cannot come here and build bears. No, but it sucks because they're
that. Watch me disappear tomorrow. It'll be like on our podcast because Sean said Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, you guys are gonna come in tomorrow. This is what you're gonna see.
Yep.
But it just sucks though because like now it's so out in the open because of how much information is in the world and shit, and they don't really fucking hide it.
Yeah, but they come up with a better way to hide it. No, don't think. Don't
Well, no,
think
no,
they're
yeah,
hiding.
they always-
No. You.
They're
think
hiding,
you're
'cause look at
catching on.
Rothschild.
No, they're hiding it in better ways, encrypting it in better ways, coming up with crazier ways to give us crazier things to suffer from. Come on, dude.
It's no.
They're
I know
making
that.
more money than ever. These
Dude, look at that. They constantly
goddamn
every
fucking
time
maggots.
every time they get caught.
I don't get mad much, but that's a subject that gets me very fucking mad.
They don't get caught all the time, but every time they get caught, they always use some sort of mainstream TV show to joke about it. In the 90s, when everybody found out really what the Freemasons were, The Simpsons did the whole Freemason joke. Let me see if I can find the commercial for the... What was that fucking Adult Swim cartoon? Going off topic, but fuck it. Adult Swim.
By the way, I'm smoking off the Luca Seahorse Pro. Shameless plug. Luca Seahorse Pro. If anyone wants to dab, dry, electronic, it's great. It's cheap. Works great. I love it. Been using it for a couple of years. Same thing. Cost me like $50. Shameless plug. Not even like endorsed, but I don't want to say shameless. So just plug.
Where is it? Oh, they must have removed it. They had one years ago. Adult Swim randomly at 4 a.m. put this random thing up, and it was just like the Illuminati is real and all this stuff. I mean, they probably were doing it as a joke, but it was just really weird that it came up when everybody was sleeping. I was like, it's kind of weird. I'm trying to think. Does anybody in the chat? Anybody in the chat know that fucking
like a semi joke, not a real joke? Like,
what's up, Danny? Does anybody in the chat know that Adult Swim cartoon? It was really weird. Not Mr. Bagels or something like that. It's something. It's gonna fucking bother me. Sure I could find it in 2 seconds. Mr. Pickles. That's what it was. I feel weird that I'm searching this on my computer because
you call yourself Mr. Pickles.
Because I call myself Mr. Pickles. I can't find it. Damn it, that sucks. They had a... Sure.
Sure.
There you go. Danny remembers it. The cartoon with the guy that had the all-seeing eye pyramid in front. Do you remember that cartoon? No, but do you know about Tom Sawyer's Time Traveler, right? Tom Sawyer's Time Traveler was a weird one.
I don't think I know what is that one?
You don't know that one?
No.
God. Tom Sawyer's Time Machine, not Time Traveler.
Gosh doing it.
Nope.
Gosh doing it. Gosh doing it. Also, Connor, you never told anybody that our secret name is Team Red Rocket. Oh my god.
It's called The Adventures of Mark.
It's called Team Adventures of Team Red Rocket. Just in case anybody ever knew, it's Team Red Rocket. Just apply your lipstick liberally.
So Sambo's never heard of this either. So this was a cartoon that came on, I think, late 80s, early 90s. It was called Creepiest. This is called The Adventures of...
You suck. You suck showing this one. This one was creepy as fuck. Full screen it.
Who are you? An angel. What's your name? Satan. Uh-oh. What's the matter? Nothing. Only it's sure a sorry name for an angel. Oh, wow. Please, come in.
I'm sure I'm going to get copywritten for that one. But
yeah,
that was
gonna copyright you.
that was one. But the Mr. Pickles had such a... I want to say, if I can find it on my phone, I can cast it to the computer. But, dude, Danny, I just pit my... My friend Dan, who's watching, just texted me because he just got the Philly and said, I just pissed in a bottle. Shout out to Danny for pissing in a bottle.
My man. I don't know why you did that, but, you know, that's good. Good for you, bro. Do you, my man. It's not like you're taking
it sucks because the only one that has it, and I want to play it, but the only one that has it is the guy who recorded it off his TV, but it just said like since 1465, this organization has ruled the world, and that was the whole. It was a black screen, and then it cut out, went back to the show. It was the quickest 2 seconds.
Super creepy.
Well, Pablo, just a quick question for you, but if you don't mind, Pablo, what is up? Ask your question, dude. Yeah, Sambo, it is really weird. That whole thing was really weird because I'm sure we're gonna get copyright claimed.
Even though you are a worthless, greedy lump. How annoying that sound is. Fools. What fascinating.
That was for kids, and that's from 1985. Are you going to show any of my videos on here? Yeah, Pablo. Do me a favor. Put a link on here. Or, yeah, send me a link. I'll pull up one of your videos. Because Pablo had a really crazy one of the new update because we've been doing that UE5. But, dude, that is fucking creepy. But, yeah, I wish I could find that Mr. Pickles commercial. They brought the original one down, which is kind of sad because that original one was creepy as shit when that first came on.
Let's bring Pablo on. Send him a link.
No, we'll do it. We're going to do that next week. Next week, I want to do that because I also want to get John on, Brandon on, Dan on, and have a full-on panel thing tested too.
Okay. We'll test it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It's on your... The show looks like a bunch of turds fighting. All right. Oh, yeah. Hold on. You know what? Sorry, I got one for you. I'm about to play because before the one for Pablo, I'm sorry. Dan messaged me this one. He wants me to play this. This fucking coach is in so much trouble right now. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I have it on here. Oakland 8. Okay. Okay. All right. I know this has got a little off. First thing that comes up.
Once you got deep, though, you got serious. Like, I got it.
I like the Huey Lewis in the news.
Yeah. Jewish and the Jews.
Okay. This dude's in trouble. Wait, how is our generation not worse than these sunshine snorting limp-wristed bubble guppies watching weirdos? Well, back then, I mean, the kids. I don't know what would you call it? We would consider it subliminal messaging. It wasn't as big as it was. Now they're kind of just out in it. And the other thing too that's ruined this generation is the fact that you have these fucking little freaks like Mr. Beast and stuff like that who have unrealistically given this new generation the dream that you can become a internet celebrity.
Whoa,
I'm
whoa,
sure.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm sure that guy's
So
paid.
I'm not really that into that, but I don't think he's giving him that dream. He got the dream.
Not him. No, he got the dream, but they
created
see
the dream. No, but that's not his fault though.
I'm not
That
saying
has
it's his
nothing to do
fault,
with
but I'm
him, though.
saying
No.
All right,
He
so let me
created
rephrase.
something completely out of the norm that was weird. That makes it like it's almost like you get jealous because you see what he's doing. It's almost like
No, I don't like. I hate that dude.
I'm
The
not saying
problem.
you're
The
jealous, but I'm
problem.
just saying this guy created something out of the norm, and kids want to be him. That has nothing to do with him. He created something huge and powerful, doing nothing. He didn't expect it to be that big.
All right,
Do you
so-
think he expected it to be that big?
No, but let me rephrase. I think what happened is you have a new generation of kids who see a bunch of younger kids or a bunch of kids their same age making it on YouTube. So like I said, Mr. Beach, Fishing with Flair, who I do love Fishing with Flair's channel because he does hunting and stuff. You have all these little kids doing Minecraft videos, like the old meme. You and I go to work 9 to 5, and these kids are at home playing video games, making $18 million a year. PewDiePie had the most subscribers on YouTube at one point,
So,
and it's just
I'm
giving
gonna
these
stop
kids
you
like a
again.
false.
You're thinking that all kids are doing that. No, this is just a select few of kids that
Oh,
are smart.
sure.
And they're just adapting, and we're just not. Dude, we're just your regular Joe. You're right. We're gonna only make regular money because we only do regular things. These kids are fucking smart. These kids are aspirational. They know what they're doing. They know. I don't even think they know what they're doing. I think they just dream big, man. These kids are fucking smart these days. We can't even compare ourselves to them.
I'm not talking about those kids. I'm talking about the kids who, the newer generation of kids who are looking up to the guys younger than I am who are making it. So you have all these kids doing like these weird TikTok videos and challenges and stuff. And I think the internet's kind of fucked with people doing that.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're ambitious. Don't think that they're lazy. Don't think for a second that they're just like, I'm just doing it. Like these kids are just doing these bottle throw videos. I'm just throwing a bottle. No, they're doing that like 10,000 times in a row. They're ambitious. Don't think that being lazy.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not ambitious at all. I'm just saying
I can never hate on TikTokers. To an extent. Like some are like the pretty girls and stuff like that. Just
you don't like opening up. You don't like that
and stuff like that.
You don't like that voice that pops up. That's like when your dad takes a shit in your pants, and you're like, oh,
that's annoying. I agree, but like people like the bottle flippers, where they flip a bottle and like throw something.
I
off
agree
a
with you,
fucking
Sambo.
hoop, like things like that. That's impressive. That's really impressive.
Sure, but I just think I think the internet kind of. I mean, look what it did to us. Look, I mean, come on, we're not normal. Compared to what our parents were, I think the internet kind of ruined it for a lot of people. I think the internet made it easier, and I think information is more easily or readily accessible. So
the internet made it easier to do small things and make a ton of money doing those things, like wiping your butt or whatever it is. But they still do it right. They have a big team behind them doing great chemistry. That's
Camera stuff.
That's my new word.
Well, you have to
doing
understand
camera work and all things like that and everything. But like, it's nuts because like they could do anything from a bottle flip or just a stupid fucking. I see people pulling up a basketball hoop in the middle of like anywhere and just like tossing someone a basketball and expecting them to just throw it. And that's a sequence, but it's all about ambition. It's all about the setup and poop.
Sure. I will agree with you about the camera work though, because those kids were younger and they started on a technology that you and I didn't have available. We can agree on that. We didn't have that. Like, what was the cameras that? Oh, I just got Pablo's message. What was the cameras that we had when we were younger? It was like a shitty Sony Handycam. The first camera I ever brought was 2004, and I did jackass style videos with it.
They weren't even really cameras though. If you talk about real cameras, they were like cameras you sent in to get developed. So you got digital cameras that you got like some terrible 4 megapixel,
380p shit.
Yeah, terrible.
By the way, does anybody in the chat even remember the Hunt 4? There used to be this, for anybody who doesn't know, there was a series of challenges online called the Hunt. So they gave you a list. A new one came out every 2 days, 3 days. I think John Fernandez and I were on a team called ROA. So it was like, staple your chest or like, hang upside down from a tree and throw up, like all this dumb shit. We did that shit religiously because it was fun. You were on the internet. We made like somewhat of a name of ourselves that year, and then the one challenge was eat a tube of toothpaste. And I told John, I was like, we're not doing that. I just told him, I was like, we're not.
Terrible.
I was like, we're not doing that. And these 2 kids from Britain were the first kids to do it. They posted it. They got extra points. And then they died from fluoride poisoning. And I was like, yeah, thank God we didn't do that. But yeah, the Hunt 4, man, if anybody has those videos, I would love to see them. I would love to see them.
Eat a tube of toothpaste?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Yeah.
You ate a tube of toothpaste.
But let's go back to this because Daddy said it. So
What you got?
the announcer of the Oakland A's is in trouble. I don't know what he said. He's trying to defend himself.
Had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum.
Oh, I heard it.
Arthur Bryant's barbecue. We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum.
So apparently he said Negro League Museum.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he said other word. Maybe
he should rephrase it. He meant to say Negro League Museum, but
a little spicy there, son. I don't know. That one's. I'm gonna put it on one more time because that is
sure.
And Arthur Bryant's barbecue. We had a phenomenal day today. Nigger League Museum.
Maybe he did say. I don't know, but whatever.
We had a phenomenal day. Sure. Nigger League Museum.
He drops hard R's on the reg like in his sleep.
Yeah. Sure. That's a Western boy right there.
Yeah, we went to that museum,
Who is
boy.
this guy, though? Who is
He's
he?
the announcer of the Oakland Athletics, so
he's a Western boy, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a Western boy, right? Riding Cowboys.
Sure. Yeah, he's a Western boy.
I think there's a video of Ben and I type.
Damn, that's
tying
a
2 dildos
Western
together.
boy if I ever heard one before.
Seth said, I think there's a video of Ben and I tying 2 dildos together and throwing them up on traffic lights on Floyd like people do with sneakers. I think his uncle shot it. Rip Uncle Zimmer.
Yeah, exactly. So Seth and Ben threw up a double dildo on this is like a main, not like a main street, like slow down main street, like a highway. There's a ton of traffic. It's like thousands of people go through this fucking intersection every day. And, these guys thought it would be a good idea to drop a big old, I think it was a big black double dong. I think I could be wrong, but Seth can correct me, but big black double dong, dropped it on Main Street, not Main Street, it's William Floyd Parkway and Sunrise Highway, that was it. And that's a feat in itself too. If you saw that would it's not like you just I'm gonna throw it over and just go. No, that's a feat. Like you really gotta launch it up and also gotta handle that thing, and that's a whole story. That should be a documentary in itself, like the handling of the double tongue and launching it up and getting it on the fucking anyway. But they did it, and it was there for a long, disturbing fucking time. Every time he drove there, it was like, also you had some pride in it too. That's the weird thing. You had a lot of pride in it. So you were the stranger and you're going down that highway, and it was like, hey, see that? Yeah, my friend threw that up there.
My friend threw that dildo up there, friend.
Sound like a creeper, but yeah, that's I'm pretty sure that's Seth and Seth and Ben. Yeah,
Operation
not
Dildo
too
Drop.
proud about that, but yeah, you were proud about that. You went through that. Yeah, that's my boy. Drop that down,
Dude, there you go. There you go.
Drop a
That's
big
for you.
old black old double dong down there.
One at dawn and one by King Cullen. He did 2 of them. But I love Sambo's comment. Operation Dildo Drop is the greatest name I've ever heard for something so stupid.
So, Seth's on. Been meaning to talk to him about one thing about a bowl that he had. This crazy fucking bowl. So we're gonna go right to smoking weed. Back when it was cool, back when it was cool. But anyway, Seth got this bowl that was
Man, my fucking eyes hurt.
It was a liquid-filled bowl that, I don't know where he got. I think he got it from a place on Horseblock Road back in early 2000 anyway. But this thing glowed in the dark, had some liquid in it and shit. But I always wondered what happened to it. And I want to know if he has a story, because I love that thing. I don't remember seeing bowls like that. That was really super cool. But maybe like kids now, they have bowls. All my bowls glow and fucking take you to another time dimension. All that, it's like I feel like bowls now are different. But this bowl
You see that?
glowed in the dark, and it was super cool.
You see them sopping throbbers up there? I did that.
My man.
My man. Well, Seth gets that story together. I have one from Pablo, but before I do that one from Pablo, I want to go back onto the CVR script because we went on a tangent, which I love doing, dude. I love when we fucking absolutely just go off track because it just, I don't know, brings a little fun out into the show. I had to put the sunglasses on for a second because I got this light in my face and the contacts are fucking, oh, there you go. It glowed in the dark. Got it from Birdmoth's cousin's shop. I left it in Mathis' truck and someone stole it.
Dude, so many fucking names. Birdmoth and Mathis. So Birdmoth, rest in peace, man. Birdmoth, I really feel bad for him. He was a nice guy. He was a dumb kid, but he really got taken advantage of because his mom ran the bingo hall. So he could just kind of take money and, no problems. But anyway, he got desperate. He got really deep in pills and stuff. And then he just kind of stole stuff. I think he got caught stealing bronze statues on the highway of William Floyd Parkway, and then eventually overdosed and passed away. And it's very sad because he was a really, really nice person, man. He was. He just really got caught up. Everybody took advantage of him. He was so sweet and so nice. Roberto. I feel like we should take a couple seconds because I don't think anybody anywhere actually gave Roberto a moment of silence, but he really deserves one because Roberto was a fucking good dude. He really did nothing wrong to nobody. Let's give Roberto a moment of silence.
I'll do a shot to him. Cheers, Birdmoth. Roberto was a good dude. I remember him.
Moment of silence, dude. He just never got that, He really did. That sucks. He was a good dude. He really was. But let's go on. Let's move on.
All right. So last year there was a story about a fucking YouTuber who his plane fucking died midair and he jumped out because he had to rescue himself. He recorded the whole thing miraculously because like you said with the avalanche video, thank God all these guys have cameras on them. Well, it may not have been the fucking truth, my friend.
Oh, look, I faked it. Talk about it now. Oh, man, I know.
I'm over the mountains and I get out and exit out.
A YouTuber pleads guilty to federal obstruction charges after staging a plane crash and
Hold on, there we go. Bird was a good guy. Roberto was awesome, dude. I remember Roberto.
Yeah,
remember him as a kid. Yosemite Sambo says, I hate when people take advantage of people like that. Can't really do much about it. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And it's unfortunate because, even if you try to help those people, which really sucks, they don't see it themselves. Just be nice to them. Be nice to people like that in your life.
Another thing that sucks, though, he was a really good person, and he gets no attention now anymore. Even though he passed, like, there still needs to be some sort of a tribute every once in a while. I think we need to know his death date, his birth date, and celebrate it, because it sucks, man. He was a good dude. He really was.
Yeah, I liked him.
There's a ton.
I always
There's a
enjoyed
ton
him.
of them. There's also Seth knows. There's Kyle Luther,
Craig,
there's Jimmy Waters too.
Craig
there's
Elberth.
so many. Craig Elberth too.
I got the tattoo of.
There's so.
Oh,
but
dude,
what-
Keith. Every year, Keith gets that. That one I feel like that didn't need to happen. You know what's funny is there was one year, I think it was last year actually, or the year before, I was watching Nightwave with Mersh, and it was on the anniversary of Keith's death, and out of nowhere he's like, I just want to give a shout out to I just want to have a drink to Keith. Was just like
Mersh?
20. Yeah, he's like,
Mersh
it's
said
like,
that?
yeah, he's like, it's like his 20th year or something like that. He's like, so rest in peace, Keith. He was a good guy, didn't deserve it, way too young. And I was like, damn, like, fuck, I remember that.
This year's 20 years.
20 years, yeah. So it was like 18 or something like that. But yeah, that sucked. I remember that. Keith was a great dude. I have a
Bird
great.
Boy was good. Yeah. Seth's right.
I have a good
Tupac, man.
Tupac.
Yep.
I have a great story about
Kyle
Keith.
Luther was a good dude, man. He was right.
I have a great story about fucking Keith.
Sucks.
So there was one day, I think you and James got into an argument. And I was like, I think it was my birthday, and I was like 10. And I ended up like walking outside because I was like, fuck, like, I don't want to fucking be here for this. And he comes like, I walked outside, and then I was going to maybe it was somebody around the block. It might have been the Prezes or something. And he pulled up in his white car, and he's like, hey, man, happy birthday. And he passed me $20 and just drove off. And I was like, damn, that was a good fucking dude. And I think that was the year before he won. That was always, I love that dude. I think about him all the time because he was just a fantastic fucking guy. You don't get guys like that really in your life. So, ooh, woo.
Tried to do snuffer doodles. Anyway, Keith was an amazing dude, though. You're right. Keith was excellent. He was like everything you wanted to be, every best friend you wanted to be. He was like a great musician, great best friend. It sucks. Like, now we're coming on that year where he was gone longer than he was alive. So,
What was he, 17, 18?
No, 19.
19. Yeah, wow. Holy shit.
Yep.
Woo, this took a really sad turn. It did, but rest in peace to all of them because they were all such good fucking people, man. You don't get, like I said, you don't get people like that anymore in your life.
If Keith was here, like Keith was that dude. I always like as younger, I always aspired to be like. I always wanted to be like Keith as far as a guitar player, Keith as far as a drummer. Like I just wanted to just be Keith, but he left, and then I got to the age where I wanted to be like, hey Keith, what do you think of this? Keith, what do you think of that? Different.
Yep.
Different.
Good fucking dude, man. Good people. Hey, man, if there's anything we could say from this before we move on, just, I don't know, I guess cherish your friends. I've had buddies who have, like, I think, when did I graduate? 2010, 2011, and I think a quarter of my class is gone.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And we graduated from a class of, like, 1,500
like-
people. Weird shit, man.
It's like that like 18 to like 40 people just like are so careless and they just drop off so quickly. Like these sweet little baby otters.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish this before you go to that. Oh, man. Both my best friends died in the same wreck. Dude, that's fucking terrible. My dad graduated from Sable in 71 or 72. I remember about 10 years ago we were driving and he took me to a patch of woods and the trees were destroyed. Like they're all like knocked over, the bark was gone. And I was like, what are we doing here? And he's like, we didn't have a homecoming game because half the football team was drinking and driving throughout the year and they all died in this stretch of woods. He's like, it was almost like it was cursed. He didn't say it was cursed, but I mean, like, oh, you're dropping shit. But dude, that shit sucks. To have both your friends die in a wreck like that. I had a buddy die in a wreck a couple of years ago because he was trying to test put a new engine in the car, and he didn't change his tires. He had slicks on, and he fucking lost control. I mean, he hit something so hard the engine went like 50 feet or 60 feet out of the car. And like he was like 16 or 17. It just sucked. That was like 10 years ago or something like that. But fuck, Sambo. I'm sorry. That really sucks. Get back to this video.
You're completely right. Like the sad thing is, like kids, you can say that so many times to a kid. Like, because everybody has a kid and they always wanted to distill that like really awful story, but they just don't get it. And you can say it a million times, but kids just don't get it. They just don't get it with the awful driving and stuff. It really sucks.
Sambo says 2 months later, another great friend died in a wreck from Xanax. Dude, that's fucking terrible, man. That sucks.
Yep.
I think my dad
going out that one time, like just like thinking you're okay, like going out, like, oh yeah, I got a couple pills, got a couple beers in my system, or we're just tired or whatever it is. Like it just adds up. It really does. It really just is eventually gonna catch up, and you're gonna have an awful experience. And it sucks because you're driving a huge. It's not like you're walking somewhere and you're gonna bump into something. No, you're driving a car and you're gonna fucking crash and you're gonna have an awful experience. It sucks.
Well, it's weird because I had my own car and I think I was 22 and Dad told me to get in the car and he brought me there. And I think Dad's lesson was don't drink and drive. And I've never drunk and drive. Like I don't even have a beer and drive because I just don't. Because one, New York State has that zero tolerance law, but dude, it was just like weird to see it. The bark is still fucked up, and I know where the road is, and I've even taken G there. I was like, you need to see the shit. But let's fake Xanax ironically killed my adopted brother a year ago. Dude, man, Sambo is breaking my heart. Holy shit.
That sucks.
That fucking blows, dude.
Yeah, fentanyl probably.
Probably fat.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's like
growing from it or some bullshit like that. It's not that you've grown from it. You've just put a wall up. We all put walls up, you know. Well, like everybody always has that thing that.
I'm saying.
Oh no! I'm
I
responding.
Easily had just gone through the same path and suffered the same thing, but I'm very lucky. But that's still awful. It's really awful. Like it just still goes on. Nobody regulates anything or just.
Oh, sorry, fixing my green screen. Fucking Liz too. Yeah. You know what, Liz? I didn't know Davey Crocco as well. I think I talked to him like once or twice. Davey Crocco in the streaming community in the RTC universe and his own universe passed away this week. He was really fucking young, and it sucks. Davey Crocco was a good dude. My age. Jeez. But Liz too.
Jeez.
Liz lost two. She lost her son-in-law this week, and her boyfriend's dad's being sent to hospice. Liz, you got to message me on Twitter.
I'm really sorry, Liz. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's awful.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Just message me.
Just be there with him. Give him the positivity that he needs. Be there in his presence. Make him feel like everything's okay. You know, I'm so sorry.
Just be support.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Liz, hit me up on Twitter. Fuck, man. Let's finish this video real quick.
Posting the video on.
Holy, I'm over the mountains and I get out of exit out.
A YouTuber pleads guilty to federal obstruction charges after staging a plane crash and posting the video online in an attempt to promote his channel. Trevor Jacobs shot the video in 2021. It shows him parachuting to safety over the mountains of the Los Padres National Forest near Santa Barbara.
He then lied to FAA investigators about the cause of the crash and the location of the wreckage. Chris Wolf live with more on the stunt that could land that 29-year-old in federal prison. Chris.
That's right, Micah and Cher. Seems that people are constantly pushing the limits to grab eyeballs on social media, but crashing an airplane on purpose? Well, the young man behind
Liz,
this
I
stunt
messaged you.
may not be smiling now. He is facing several years in prison.
My man.
Talk about dramatic, a plane crash caught on camera. Actually, multiple cameras inside the aircraft and outside the aircraft and in the pilot's hand. 29-year-old Trevor Jacob documented his terrifying near-death experience in 2021 when the engine failed and his small plane crashed into a Santa Barbara County hillside. The video, titled "I Crashed My Airplane," posted on YouTube, went viral. Viewers watched the plane slam into brush in the Los Padres National Forest, and a parachuting Jacob eventually land and hike to safety.
I guess I should probably document what's going on. I cut my finger pretty bad. Got my elbow.
Pretty bad.
Call my finger,
so happy
my
to be alive.
But
my
in
belly
true
hurts.
Hollywood fashion, it was all scripted, an elaborate stunt.
Taking in what just happened. Well, where the hell am I going to land a freaking plane? I'm going to die. That's why I always freaking fly with a parachute. No phone service.
Freaking. Always freaking drink water like this. Always freaking bring my
This
like
week,
this,
long after surviving in the wilderness, Jacob pleaded guilty to a felony charge of obstructing a federal investigation after admitting to intentionally crashing the Taylorcraft BL-65 to get views on his YouTube channel. A plea agreement reveals he had sponsorship from a company that sold various products, which he would promote. The scheming social media personality lied to federal investigators trying to locate the wreckage and recruited a friend to help him get rid of the mangled metal in the mountains, according to the Justice Department.
Oh my God.
What a dumb piece of shit. First off, all those planes have Tiki Girl. All those planes have black boxes. Second off, how did you get like you set the cameras up before?
He set everything up. He was
Dude, what? I wonder. Hold on, let's finish it because I want to see if they're going to tell how long he's possibly asked for jail.
Oh, dude. I have no idea where I am.
But he knows where he may be heading, federal prison for up to 20 years.
Woo!
Incidentally, that video is still on YouTube, reaching nearly 3 million views. Live in Hollywood, I'm Chris Wolf.
Oh, he went to the piss room. Yeah, but, oh, man, we said this before. The same thing about this whole influencer thing. Like, dude, you're ready to go to jail for 3 million views for 20 years is the most banana shit I've ever seen in my entire life. That is fucking dumb. Oh, wow, I hate the way I look on camera. No, damn, 3 million views and that's it? That's all you got? You're going to jail for 20 years? Congratulations, like, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, my computer's so blowing so hard it's fucking my green screen up. Jesus Christ. Pablo sent me this. So we've been going on like a weird obsessive thing about the new Unreal Engine because the new Unreal Engine is, for anybody who plays video games or doesn't play video games, new Unreal Engine is an updated version, obviously, of Unreal 4. They're going to start implementing it to PS5 and computer and stuff like that. So this is them. I'm going to skip through it, but this is the game devs talking about the water physics of a new engine coming out. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Before you do that, guess how long that guy's going to, he may be going to prison for?
Please tell me.
20 years. Guess how many views he got on the video? 3 million. For 20 years in a federal. I mean, federal is a fucking luxury, but
Lovely.
he is fucked. They're going to find him guilty.
Everyone.
Full screen.
Garth here, creator of Brushify.io.
I'm going to pee. Everybody watch this
Today,
video for
I'd
2
like to
seconds.
introduce you
Thanks for
to
telling
the
me you're
Brushify
gonna pee.
Beach
I
Pack.
appreciate that. Can I see your pee-pee?
This is a set of photorealistic
God,
3D
let me
assets
see your pee-pee.
and a full
God, no,
3D
I want to
environment
see-
created for
We're
Unreal
gonna
Engine
use
5.
this 3D
In
environment
this demonstration
for me
video,
to see
I'll be
Kyle's
showing this
pee-pee on
environment
the beach.
alongside some of
I'll be
Unreal
showing
Engine's
this
most
environment on the
cutting-edge,
beach, so
next-generation
everybody can see on the
plugins.
cutting edge of
And how
Kyle's pee-pee.
UE5's
It's a
groundbreaking
very
technology
cutting-edge
helped to
pee-pee.
make
It's
all
very
this
nice.
possible
It's got a
with
very
playable
nice
frame
cutting
rates.
edge, like a diamond
This demonstration
razor.
is
It's
running
so
above
beautiful.
60 frames per
David
second
Attenborough
on a
has
single
lot to
1080
say.
Ti.
Anyway, Connor's pee-pee.
The ocean in the
so
scene is
beautiful.
utilizing
I
a
want you to
real-time
see
fluid physics
Connor's
simulation.
pee-pee. It's so
This
sharp.
means
It's
that the
cutting
water
edge.
flows
It's
around
3D.
objects like these small
Watch the way
rocks.
the water blows
We
around
can even
Connor's
see how
pee-pee,
little
like
rock
a
pools
soft
are formed
stone
as the
in
tide
the
slowly
soft
comes in.
moonlight. The way the moonlight hits
As this
Connor's
uses
soft
real
tip is
physics,
so
the
beautiful.
pools fill up
There's a lot of
realistically
iridescence, but
as the
that's just
water
from the nature.
accumulates.
The nature is just blending
This
in
is
with
all
Connor's
possible
soft
due to a
tip.
plugin called
His
Fluid
tip
Flux,
is beautiful.
which is
It's such a
available to
beautiful
developers
tip.
on the
And
Unreal
it
Engine
has
marketplace.
soft iridescence.
Just a
just
few years ago,
glowing,
water physics like this were
glowing on
completely
his tip.
unimaginable.
Anyway, look at
But
the way
now
that
it's not only
soft
running in real time, but
moonlight
also
glows
alongside
on
all of
Connor's
Unreal
tip.
Engine
Anyway,
5's next generation features.
oh, next generation features of Connor's tip. Oh, we're
As
gonna
usual,
move on
I'm
from
using
that.
Unreal Engine
So
5's
Connor
Lumen
has
Global Illumination
dragon
system
wing
to
tips on
dynamically
his
light the
PB
world.
tip.
This
Dragon
means I can
wings,
change every
and it's
aspect
like
of the scene without baking any lighting.
and there's no
Another crucial UE5 feature that makes all this possible is nanite.
Sorry, I had to take my contacts out real quick. I had to pee, but I had to take my contacts out real quick. My eyes are fucking dry. I've been wearing them since 4 a.m.
Do you take your contacts out with your PP?
No, I actually can stretch my asshole because I've been elephant trunk so much. So I have that going for me. Let's skip through this video real
You
quick.
got a lot going for you, dude. My
What's your
man, I like to
dynamics?
see that.
Drone scanning. Oh, there we go. Real-time virtual texting. Let's see what's going on
Which
here.
allow for object blending. This means that objects can be blended convincingly into the landscape. Because I'm using runtime virtual texture,
Damn, I am fucking
I
blind.
can
I
actually
cannot see
project
shit.
the landscape texture onto all of these small ground objects.
Sure,
This gives a
sure,
really
sure.
convincing blending effect, removing any harsh edges.
I don't play video games,
In
but
the
I saw
end,
the
all of
Unreal
these
recording. I could
features
tell
and
what was
plugins
a video game.
combine to
Oh
create
yeah, because
extremely realistic
what was it?
scenes.
Last week we
I'm
did that,
usually really
or 2 weeks ago we
impressed
did that
by
fucking
how seamlessly all of this stuff works together.
We did the
And
fucking
there isn't really
what was
much
that?
need for
Unreloaded,
customization
which
or the
is
sort of
real.
tinkering
Like that's
that
the
was
most
required in
insane
the
shit I've ever
past
seen.
just to get things working.
That
I think that's pretty much
Shoot
everything
'em
from
dead
my side.
video,
I
right?
really hope you guys
Yeah,
enjoyed
that
this
well, that was
demonstration video.
that was
insane.
unreloaded.
That's insane.
I hate these guys talking. Yeah, dude, it's only going to get more real, and then we're gonna have like that point where we're gonna have that point where like we can't really fucking tell. What is this?
So, I literally had an event that I worked. It was called Quantum Computers and Quantum Supremacy. How quantum computers.
Pop, I'm gonna play another one of yours in a minute.
Quantum computers will take over digital computers. Digital computers look at like everything as a 1 and 0. Quantum computers, so easiest way to like map it out. Digital computers look at a map, like say like a rabbit going through the mazes, map out every way one at a time. Quantum computer does everything once at a time, like every mapped out strategy once, but quantum computers will eventually take over everything. They'll be able to like decipher, any sort of little problem, like a Alzheimer's cell that just it's unstable. They'll just solve it or whatever it is. But it's crazy. That's the whole thing. Is like quantum computers are definitely going to take over, and that's like the next level of poop in the butt.
Yeah, it's the next level of poop in the butt.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. I just wanted everybody to know it's poop in the butt.
Hold on, this just popped up. What the? You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry, it just popped up. Hold on, Liz.
I was hoping for like a Billy Bats scene. That would be nice, This.
Get your fucking sign box.
Not even
Oh,
that.
dude, did you see? Hold on.
Elimination of Billy Bats. That's nice. It's like soothing.
I can't play that one.
There's
That
some
one's-
people are stressed out and they need to see like somebody be put in their place. Like I want to see Billy Bats put in his place.
AI Steve Harvey loses his
Go to
mind.
sleep, You have completely peaked
Huh?
as a human being. You have peaked as a human being. This video. This is the best thing ever. This is it. Show it again. No, I want to see it again. I want to see Steve Harvey.
Oh, sorry, I'm writing a message. So
Look at those lips. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, good. Stop it.
Subscribe.
that was the weirdest shit.
It was quite beautiful.
All right, we gotta find something real. Sorry. Damn, what is with all these? What is with all these fucking AI shit popping into my stuff?
AI, you mean gay sex videos?
Well, what is this?
Excuse me.
Its motion fidelity matches its visual fidelity, but animating at this level is a hard task for even the most skilled studios. Some of our best work leveraged 4D capture, but this took specialized hardware and weeks or even months of processing time. While MetaHuman Creator gave you the ability to generate high-quality characters, animating them
This is
still
for
wasn't
Pablo
easy.
because I think Pablo would appreciate
This is
this.
why I'm very excited to announce a new capability
Fuck
with the
this guy.
MetaHuman product, MetaHuman Animator. This data into high-fidelity performance animation.
Human DNA.
Even
Blah,
use
blah, blah.
audio to produce convincing.
I need performance capture to work like a mirror. I need it to capture whether I'm acting scared.
These demos always suck. The acting in them is just always so fucking terrible.
All I need is a look.
The demo here is going to get you so hard that your penis is going to fall off your pants. Pablo said, just imagine if they release Unreal. Well, probably have to wait till Unreal Engine 5 comes out before we can wait for 6. But I totally get you. Oh yeah, Pablo, you're right. It was part of the Epic's gameplay shit. I'm trying to find something else, but I'm not going to play the video.
I
but
think that
I won't play the video, but before we go, I will say this: they had invited Badman Orange on CNN.
Badman Orange.
Yeah, Trump. They invited him on CNN to do a town hall, and within 10 to 20 minutes, he completely won the crowd over to the point where CNN was just like, this is terrible. This didn't look good because they were like, hey man, like you said all this shit in these tweets, and like, why didn't you do this? And he goes, actually, I did. And they're like, no, you didn't. He goes, I get it. You're probably stupid. And then he pulls out a picture of the tweet. It was just the best thing. If you get a chance, just look that up. What do you want to do? You want to
next week?
Yeah, you guys. You want to start closing out?
Let's just let's drop it. Yeah, let's drop it.
Drop it.
Like it's fucking hot. But on a serious note, like,
yeah, because I'm gonna go
great
play some
night. It's been
fucking.
great.
Yeah, I'm gonna go play some fucking Yakuza Ishin. If you never played the Yakuza series, go fucking play it. It's the best storytelling game of all time, and I stand by that. The whole series.
I'm gonna go eat food because I haven't eaten real
in
food all day.
60 hours.
Yeah.
60 hours now.
Well, I had a little bit before, but not like significant. So significance.
Hey man,
so
this
anyway,
has been fucking
yeah.
Culture Vulture
Yeah,
Radio.
it's
This
been a
has been
great
your
time.
Saturday evening show. I am always your host Connor, joined by
DJ Shiny Boy. Thank you so much for everybody joining, and yeah, thanks for putting up my presence.
I didn't know whether to call him Charlie or Johnny, so I called him Chani. Before we go, one more time, shout out to the now 40-year-old birthday boy. Fucking
DJ
cheers.
As
Mersh,
I know,
40
Mr.
years
Mike
old.
Sheely. Love you, brother.
Like, subscribe, share this out on Rumble. We didn't do that at the beginning because whatever. Yeah, join us next week, 8:30 p.m. Wait.
What you got?
Next week, I have drill for the National Guard.
Ooh.
We
so
might.
So even though we're gonna miss next week, that just means the week after is that much better. We're gonna
No, it's not necessarily missing because because I'm off Monday, so I might. If you can, we'll do an early show Sunday.
We have no material for you guys. We're just gonna be.
No, we'll either do a show Sunday or if you're not available, I'll just do a show and
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out either way. Hey. Wow, I got to
have no arms around this.
Sorry. Dude, that's been the whole entire show. You've been moving around. You did these movements before, and I was like, oh man, he looks like Charlie Manson when he does that dance, the epic answer. Like, subscribe, share this out there, and give it a thumbs up and all that shit. It doesn't cost you anything. Join us.
Fucking love you all.
Next week. There we go. Wrong Hole says official start to White Boy Summer. That is Mersh's birthday. You're right. You know what? I'm so glad I saw that comment before we went. I would play the video, but that's his thing. But yeah, you're right. Mersh's birthday is the official start to White Boy Summer. And we can all thank Chet Hanks for that because Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, started White Boy Summer. Pablo, thanks for being here tonight. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Liz, thank you for coming in. Sambo, thank you for coming in. Pablo, like always, Danny. Hey, man. It was great being here, and I hope you all have a great night. If you have a mother tomorrow, message her, take her out, do whatever you have to do. If you don't,
a father that was there for you,
or a father. If you don't, if your mom happened to pass on early, just sit there and think fondly of the memories of her. That's the best thing you could do. We here at Culture Vulture Radio are out of here, so have a great night.